YN. I yelled as I sprinted up to her, blood coming out of her wrists as she had already blacked out. Smacking her face a little, I tried to wake her up, but it did not work. Jungkook. I looked up to where my name was being called from and I saw my Young standing there. Not caring about them at the moment, I picked YN up and carried her to my car. Why are you here? With her? Tae asked as I tried to get into the car, but he stopped me. I need to get her to the hospital. I will explain later. I pushed him out of the way and got in. I'll come with you, he said and got in the passenger seat while the rest followed us. When we got to the hospital, they immediately took her to the emergency room, saying that she lost too much blood. The nerves were killing me as I paced back and forth in front of the door. The others gave me space as they saw how stressed I was. I promised to explain to them when YN is okay. The third hour was passing when a doctor came out of the room and I rushed up to him with Tae behind me. How is she? I asked as more nerves spread through my body. I don't even know why I was behaving like this. Like I care? Or maybe I do care. She is fine now. She had lost a lot of blood, but we managed to give her more in the nick of time. She will be transferred to room 2401 where you can go see her. He explained and walked away, taking my worries away. Heaving out a sigh, I looked at Taehyung and the others who looked ready for an explanation. I did not feel ready to tell them, so we kind of just had a stare-off. Jungkook, speak. Tae broke the silence as the others walked closer, wanting to hear everything. I will explain after I see her, I said as I tried to walk away, but I was pulled back by Jin Young. No, you explain now. We've waited long enough. We even gave you space. So start talking, he said in a very intimidating manner which sent chills down my spine. Okay, can we go sit down first? I asked and they all nodded. We walked to the hospital's cafeteria and sat in a circle with the others taking chairs from nearby tables. Looking down at my hands, I could already feel the nerves creeping into my body because of their stares. They were going to kill me after they found out. Firstly because I did not tell them, and lastly because I left the girl I got pregnant to fend for herself and our child. Sighing once again, I start my explanation. Approximately a year and a half ago I got a girl pregnant. When she told me, I told her to choose between me and the child, so obviously she chose the child. With her decision I left, telling her to never contact me again. A few days ago is when I heard of her again from Tae when told us about his new case, because YN is the girl I got pregnant. I looked up at them as they tried to process the information I just gave them. Shock evident in each one of their faces. Are you telling me right now that you left that poor girl alone with a baby? And you did not even have a second thought about it? Jin Young asked as he tried to stay calm. Yes, Young, and I regret it now. I'm sore, he cut me off with a slap on the cheek. How could you do such a thing, Jungkook? I did not think you could be so careless and heartless. I'm really disappointed in you. I thought we raised you better, he said and sat down with Jimin Young, rubbing his back to calm him down. I know, Young. I'm sorry. I know what I have done is unforgivable and I want to make up for it. I replied as a few tears rolled down my cheeks, but I quickly wiped them off. You should tell her that, not us. She is the one who is suffering because of her missing child. You have to find him, he responded. We should probably be getting back, Hobie Young added quietly as we were still sitting. Standing up and walking toward the elevator, more thoughts ran through my head. I still have not told them about what Jay Park said. Walking closer to the ward, I heard a lot of noise and saw nurses rushing toward YN's room, which caused me to panic. Rushing there too, I saw a horrible scene. Let me go. No, let go. I don't want to be here. Let go. Let me go. I just want my baby. She yelled out as she tried to escape, but the nurses held her back and injected her. We all just watched in horror at how many nurses it took to take her down. Finally the other nurses left, leaving one doctor in there as we walked in. She just had a breakdown from something traumatic that happened. We had to sedate her so she could not create further damage to herself, but she is okay now. If anything, call me, she said and walked away. I walked closer and held her hand. Her wrists were bandaged up. Forgetting that the others were here, I leaned down and kissed her forehead. Seeing her in this condition was breaking my heart. "3 hours had already passed and YN had not woken up yet. My youngs had to go to work while I just stayed in the hospital. Memories flooding into my head due to the silence. I thought about the times I met YN and how we spent time together up to the day she told me she was pregnant and how I treated her. I was a fool back then and I want to make it right. I just don't know how to deal with the fact that our child is dead." The vibration of my phone woke me up from my thought. Answering the phone without looking at the screen, I immediately regretted it. "Hello, Jungkook," he sang annoyingly. "What do you want now, Park? Have you not caused enough pain?" I asked as I walked out of YN's room. I heard him chuckle. "What's with the attitude, Gook? I just wanted to make peace, but if you don't want then K." He mockingly responded. "What peace do you want? You took my son from his mother and killed him. He did nothing wrong, Park." I yelled as now the emotions were hitting me hard. A few tears running down my cheeks. "Ah, Kooky, calm down, man. I don't like seeing you like this. Ha. So anyway, I'm going to give you a chance to save your son," he said, making me confused. "What do you mean? Come on, man. Did you really think I could actually kill a 6-month-old baby? You really make me seem so cruel. The clothes were just a joke. Just wanted to see what YN would do, but you saved her. What a bummer."